I feel like him being way too needy in my friend group. Zero clue how to flare this. Sorry if I did it wrong. This is a long post because I'm not obscuring any details. TLDR it at the end I met some lovely people on Discord and we have a group chat. There are 4 of us. I've known these people for about 6 months and things have been mostly smooth. There have been a couple hiccups with one girl. I'll call her Sarah. For one, Sarah pinged Nicole and Brian in our group chat to ask them if they wanted to play a game. Earlier, Shed asked if we'd want to hang out later, and all 3 of us said yes, so it felt a little mean to ping those 2 and not me, but she said it was because I was sick with the flu, and she didn't want to disturb me when I was resting. I pointed out that ID said ID wanted to play, but whatever. We moved on with our lives. Then, Shed also pinged Brian specifically in the group chat to show him pictures or tell him things, which, again, felt a little exclusionary. It sounds a little stupid when I type it out, but whatever. We ball. Then she was sitting in a server we all made to be able to play music and stuff while we gamed. I DM'd her like, hey, what are you doing in there? Do you want to game? And she went, oh, sorry, I was just waiting for Brian. So I'm like, alright, yes, I'm just chopped liver, huh? I talked to her about it later and she said it was because in the game she was playing she only needed one other person to do a certain mode with her to get an achievement, and again we ball because I'm not gonna assume the worst of my friend. We also hashed out the only pinging Brian thing. So, something you need to know about me is that exclusion is a very big trigger for me. I was bullied as a kid, and some people I thought were my friends would repeatedly leave me out and do things like talking about and inviting people to birthday parties right in front of me, so you can see how these situations might feel a little reminiscent of that. At first, I was trying to give Sarah the benefit of the doubt because I care about her and everything, but my mind kept screaming, this is like those other times, she's not really your friend. This led to a lot of resentment and me constantly being on guard for her to say or do something else to make me feel bad. I recently messaged her explaining all of that, the resentment stuff. We'd already talked about the exclusion stuff and asked for some space. I also left the group chat since I was the one still hanging onto old stuff, which leads us to where we are now. The reason I didn't just cut Sarah off was because when I explained that I was resenting her, she asked how she could help and said if I wanted to cut things off she wouldn't like it, but she'd want me to be happy. I also spoke with my therapist who said I should try building back up to tolerance first before going nuclear, because it's easier to say that you tried and then cut things off instead of going straight to cutting someone off and trying to walk it back later. I basically feel like I can't ever have a problem with anyone else in the group again, because I caused such a big stink this time. I basically feel like a huge whiner and am scared the second I say something else everyone is going to get mad at me because I'm asking for too much. TLDR, I had some issues with one friend in a group chat, so I asked for some space and left the group chat. I now feel incredibly insecure about voicing any new problems I could have with other members of the group because I'm scared they'll think I'm asking for too much and get upset with me.